Hi, this is Robert Greer for SE456 Sprint6. Firstly, for the visitor mechanics, here's the base class for all the visitors. They have all these stubbed out methods for the different object types, as well as the abstract except. So for example, in missile, it will call visit missile on the other object, and then the same thing will happen in the other objects. So for example, in the wall, it can visit the missile and then notify the listeners to that event. So that's the visitor, and that's in a lot of the classes. And then next, for the collision, which uses this, I have the collision pair manager, where you can register individual collision pairs to be processed. The collision pairs can check the intersection of different rectangles and then trigger the event associated with that. And that will set off these collision observers. So an example of a collision observer is removing the missile from the screen. So that looks like this. When it's notified, it signals that the missile has been destroyed, and then it adds it to the delayed death manager so that it can be removed at the end of the frame. And then also I have the ability to remove any game object with this listener, which I use to remove the aliens. And then I also have the ability to change the state of the spaceship when something happens. So this one just changes the state of the ship. So all this comes together in the game here, where I register missile versus wall, which will signal that the missile should be removed from the scene. It will allow the ship to be ready to fire again. So this uses the ship state pattern. So ship is a new game object, and it has a ship state. The ship states are either when the missile's flying or when the missile is ready, and only when the missile is ready can it actually shoot the missile. So when I set this up in game, it makes it so that when the missile hits the wall, it'll remove the missile and make me ready to fire again. And so that looks like this. I shoot the wall, and then I can fire again. No matter how fast I press it, I can only fire one. And then for the missile versus alien, that will also remove the missile and make me ready again. But then it'll also play a sound for debugging, and then it will remove the actual game object that I hit, which is going to be the alien. So I'll kill some aliens here, and it removes them from the grid. And once I remove the full column, it removes the column until I remove all the aliens and they're dead. That is the removal process, which just detaches the object completely from its tree. All right, and that's it for this sprint.